Greetings and welcome to the world of Menedegia. This is Power Word Quest's bi-weekly Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition live stream campaign. My name is Alex and I'll be your dungeon master this evening.
Hi, my name is Kieran. I'll be playing Thaddeus Grimshaw, the human Great Old One Warlock.
I'm Chloe. I'm playing Aoife Brannan, the wizard, but also blood hunter shifter.
I'm Robyn, and I'm playing Mytrite, the Hexblood Zealot Barbarian.
I'm Elliot, and I'm playing Calvis, the Eladrin Paladin.
And I'm Lukas, and I'm playing Calver, the Air Genasi Order of Scribes Wizard.
Thank you for tuning in tonight. If this is the first time you've joined us, welcome. We are Power Word Quest. We live stream on Twitch from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. UK time every Wednesday. You can find us at twitch.tv/powerwordquest.
We also upload our episodes onto YouTube. They are uploaded shortly after the weekly episode, and you can find us at youtube.com/powerwordquest.
And if you prefer podcasts, you can find us on your favorite podcasting platforms, Spotify and Google Play.
Before we begin today, we have a video to show you from our friends over at Roll Britannia.
He wants to tell you the greatest tale of all time.
Are you fellas new here?
Game is away.
Yeah. The fact that I've never seen you before. That's
They're never short of adventures, confusion, or just good old-fashioned banter.
Any ideas as to what we should be doing?
No, you will die.
I can't deal with this.
Yeah, roll better. Be better at D&D.
I'm having some sort of vision.
I'm covered in blood and I'm in turmoil.
So follow our Buccaneers wherever you want to listen for new tales every Wednesday as they set sail and roll Britannia.
It could be a hedgehog. I have heard of it.
Prickly.
You can find Roll Britannia on any podcasting platform, so go show them some love. And now that that's complete and introduction are done, let's dive right in today. So two things before we get started today. As is tradition, we do have our roll off to see who does the recap for last session. So if everyone could please roll a d20 for me. I believe Lukas has advantage this week.
I believe so.
He did it last week, I think so. Or not, it's been like 2 weeks.
Oh no, everyone's rolling so high.
Oh, wow, yeah, this is higher than average rolls for us.
I got an 18.
What did
I think it's
Elliot
Kieran. They got an 11.
Got an 11.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, getting out the good rolls just first.
Get him out early.
I watched it like yesterday. I'm actually just going to get the description up from YouTube because I'm that bad. My mind's gone.
That's cheating.
It's not cheating.
It's cheating. It is cheating.
I recited it from memory last time.
And the time before. And the time before.
Don't
yes,
make me come in.
I remember what happened. Okay, so last week we were in the middle of the woods and we were planning on what we were going to do when we got to the village because our plan was to get the rations and go back, but then we thought let's get the prisoners as well. So we were coming up with a long plan, which took a while, and then we decided to go to like a building at the bottom of the town, and then like pretty much the first building that we walked across, Calver sensed this like magical energy coming from that particular building, which then convinced us to go in. We walked on this guy who was cooking. He thought that we were someone else. We then startled him, and he ran down to the basement, which we then gave chase, and came across this like ritual with this guy in the middle who was like chanting, and blood that was like being formed into this like weird like decahedron type of thing. So a fight ensued. We managed to pretty much slay everyone there, and upon that we saw that there were countless bodies in the room, which we could only assume that was the prisoners and probably townsfolk who were probably the prisoners in the first place. However, we then did discover that the blood thing had like sentience, and it was like a culmination of pretty much all the souls of the prisoners in this like weird shape. We named them Undia because we assumed that they were like all the residents of that town. And I believe we're now planning on what our next move is with the rations, because I think we ended in combat with some of the guards in the village.
So just to fill in.
Oh, yes, the queen.
Yeah. Yeah. So after that, y'all made your way back to the army camp. Along the way, the entity Undir that y'all have befriended kind of got their shit together a little bit more. From the souls that make up that collective, they've elected a sort of voice or speaker for them, an individual known as Kinvry. Y'all had your first long rest of the campaign. We had some really great RP between May and Calvis before y'all made your way back to the camp, upon which you found it shockingly empty of soldiers. You were able to infiltrate your way fairly easily into the tent where the Mytrite deposit had been found, where Calvaire was reunited with Nimbus, unharmed, and the bargain struck between Calvis and his liege, for lack of a better word. You're not a warlock, so they're not your patron. Kythris, Queen of the Winter Court, made herself known to you all, consumed the Mythrite, and bestowed a boon upon all of you all, which is where we get into the last part, where you leveled up. So, starting with the order you're appearing on my screen, I want to hear what everyone took for their level up. So, Chloe, you're first.
Okay, I'm just checking my mic was working there because I said something and it just wasn't coming up. But I think we're good now. Aoife has taken a level in Blood Hunter. I won't. There's story reasons behind it, so I won't spoil that right now. But yeah, just a wee level up there. Nothing special for now. Wink, wink.
Just a blood hunter.
All right,
Casually.
Lucas.
I done a wizard staple and just took warcaster as my 4th level feat.
Sure. All right, Elliot.
I took mobile as my 4th level feat.
Gotcha. And you just took another level in Paladin?
Yeah.
All
Sorry.
right. No, you're good. Robyn.
I picked up another level in Barbarian, and I just made that strength score a nice even 20.
Yeah, I saw
In the
you and I believe Kieran both leveled up your like main stats to 20. So Kieran.
Yes, I took another level in Warlock, and I upped my Constitution by 1 and my Charisma by 1 because it was already 19. And then I switched up my spells a little bit because Warlocks can do that when they level up. So I removed Mind Spike and I added Shadow Blade.
Very nice.
Pretty goth.
Okay. So, and that's where we left off, right with, right in the middle of your meeting with Kythris, as she bestows this blessing upon you all, and you all feel a chill of power, kind of rush into you, as the Queen bestows her gift upon each of you. You feel bolstered and empowered, and you feel within yourselves that you are capable of new things now. As the Queen does this, you see that though she doesn't become as ragged and frail looking as she did when she first appeared to you all, she does seem to wilt ever so slightly from the grandeur consuming the Mytrite had brought back to her. Clearly, this gift was costly to her in some way. And as she finishes bestowing the power upon you all, she rises back to her full height, now towering over each of you as you stand in her presence. And does anyone have anything they'd like to do or say?
Honestly, Calvis is just standing there in between starstruck and confused.
Thaddeus kind of just like shuffles in position and like stands behind May.
I think Aoife at the new level of it, or new class, sorry. And story wise, how I would thingy that is as she gets the boon from the Winter Court Queen, because I forgot her name already, I'm sorry.
Kythris.
Kythris. She feels the hairs on the back of her neck stand as something cold sets in her blood, and she just feels as if she's tapped into an energy that she's never really had access to before. She may have had glimpses of it, but this is something entirely different. And although it's new and foreign, there's some part of it that's still intrinsically them. And they kind of have this adrenaline rush as they kind of take in what's just happened.
Yeah. I love that description of it, that you just feel kind of this stirring of something that was already inside of you. And I feel like that's a great way of explaining this feeling for each of you. I'd say Lukas, in your head, like connections for magical theory, like things you just couldn't quite grasp before suddenly click in your head. Calvis, you feel your oath sworn to the queen become empowered as that bond strengthens through your commitment to her. May, you feel the heart inside your chest beat not faster but stronger, the ever-present echoing of it in your head just slightly more present now. And Thaddeus, you feel a stirring in the back of your mind, a hunger that isn't quite yours, awakening at the taste of this power. And as you all feel these things at the same time, the queen looks you all up and down one by one, and you feel the gaze pierce deep through each of you as she looks upon you. Yes.
Only if you're finished.
No, go ahead.
Calvis is just trying to look for words and eventually just mutters, "Thank you, Your Highness. I cannot express my gratitude enough. Is there any way I can help? With anything? Whenever. I'll do it."
You will be called upon when needed, child. All I need now is your continuing devotion. You will know when I have need of you. As for the rest of you, I ask nothing in return. I give this gift freely. Go forth and do with it as you will. I must take my leave now. There are matters that urgently need my attending. And other matters I would warn that urgently require yours as well. And with a wave of her hand, the billowing sleeve of her dress waving before her, she vanishes with a blast of cold air filling the tent. And you are left alone again. The tent now dark as the glow of the Mytrite is no longer present.
The rations.
Oh.
Where were we?
Yeah. We need to go back to camp. What the fuck just happened?
He was intimidating figure, I must say.
She's incredible. That's what she is. Honestly, I don't know what happened either, but I think we have other things. We need to rush, like the rations. They need to be right now. They have to be like there were people that were gonna pick them up, right?
We saw them as they were coming through. They were behind us as we were getting rid of the last of the camp, I'm sure.
Yeah, and
I peek
as you all
outside
are,
to see if they're still there.
yeah, as you all are like discussing, and then you peek outside the tent, you do see like a handful of individuals that you vaguely recognize from the camp, kind of making their way into the camp, taking inventory. The one thing that presses in each of your minds, though, still is the lack of all the soldiers that were once here in this camp.
Oh, where are they?
That's not good.
Something doesn't feel right.
I think they've run. I think they've ran back to our den when we've left it unprotected.
Yeah, I remember we slightly just touched on the topic that
They knew we were here.
they knew where we came from.
They knew we were coming. Let's go.
Inside.
I think we should hurry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeet, skirt,
I think we
skirt.
should.
We're yeeting, we're skirting.
All right.
Yes.
Do we have horses?
No, we came
No,
on foot.
No.
you came on foot. I'd say from here, making a direct path if you are being hasty rather than sneaking through the woods the way before, only take you a couple hours to make your way directly back.
Do we want to be quick or I don't know, call me anxious or overthinking this, but what if they are actually laying in wait and are wanting
Ambush.
to follow us back?
You've got a great point there. How long would it take if we were being more careful?
It would probably take you like half a day to get there. If you were sneaking and stealthing your way through the woods, trying to be undetected as you go.
Well, Kelva, we have your owl now, so perhaps if we are in a rush and we send it forward quite ahead, maybe it can spot an ambush from far away.
I mean, it's not got much mileage on it, but I can definitely have Nimbus. We could tail Nimbus and make sure we don't get jumped.
That's all right with you?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm not the only one with a familiar now. I did teach the spell to someone else.
Oh, really now? What happened?
I mean, I've not done it before. But I can try. Yeah, sure.
Wait.
And she opens her spellbook. I love doing that. She opens her
Props.
spellbook and goes to the page. The ink is dry, but just barely, as she looks at the Find Familiar spell. And she tries to follow the steps that she's seen Calvert do when he cast it for Nimbus. Saying the magic words, but she kind of, in her heart of hearts, feels like she's doing something, not necessarily that she shouldn't be doing, but it doesn't come naturally to her, as it has with Calvert. But she does cast it, and rather than a owl, you see a white. It's got its winter coat. Ferret. It has large black eyes, long noodle body. As Aoife just kind of stares at it. It stares at her. And they just stare at each other for a while because Aoife doesn't know what to do now. Hi.
Well done. That's amazing. You should name it. That'll help.
Okay, names. What names do I know?
I don't know, maybe Stinky or...
Oh yeah,
Bloody.
you have a familiar called Nimbus, and it's very fancy sounding.
Yes, because it's an
and mine's is Stinky.
It's a very cute
Right, well,
name.
it's...
No.
You could also call it Slinky because of the way it's shaped.
I can't call it my
It's
grandma's
white, so
name.
perhaps you can call it Snowball.
My grandma's name's Roz.
Not
There's
that
an
name.
O in that. Una? And that's how she names the familiar.
It'll work.
Gesundheit.
Well done for casting the spell.
Thank you. It doesn't feel natural yet. I think it'll take some getting used to.
Like all proper ways to cast magic, it takes time to learn and do it properly.
Aoife picks up the noodle, and it's very warm, and it's surprisingly bigger than I think. 'Cause I didn't, as a player, I didn't know how big ferrets were.
I'd say it's fair. This is definitely like a unusually large ferret. Like I feel like to anyone that has handled ferrets before, it would be almost unnaturally so.
Yeah, it's like this ferret has went to the gym.
Yeah.
Hit the gym.
Buff as fuck.
Just big slinky energy. But Aoife picks Una up. Una's a girl, and Una wraps herself round Aoife's neck, acting as a little scarf.
Just make sure there's no blood.
Why?
It's hard to get out of whites.
Oh.
It is. It becomes a little brown and it's tough to get out.
No, well, if you've got prestidigitation, it's quite easy to get out of whites.
I mean,
you can also remove blood with milk. It helps.
I do not want to know how you came across that.
I mean, I was just gonna say that ferrets are like carnivores, so it's fine.
Is it not mostly
Do they
bugs
drink
that
milk?
I mean,
I don't know.
Oh, sorry,
Can
it's big
somebody-
blood.
Can
Not milk,
somebody,
blood.
while we're having this conversation, can somebody just roll a straight d20 roll for me?
Okay.
For no reason at all.
So much for being stealthy.
roll
We're talking about
advantage.
the ferrets drink blood.
It's your version of rolling behind the screen. I'm just
Okay,
panicking
gotcha.
us.
Thank you very much.
All right. So, how fast is the ferret?
I'm assuming we're doing this while we're walking and walking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Let
yeah,
me
yeah.
just pull up the D&D stats for ferrets or weasels.
As in,
D&D.
can the ferret keep up with the owl?
From what I remember,
Probably not.
no,
Okay,
ferrets
what
are,
if you
are
place
really
the
fast.
ferret on top of the owl?
We could have Nimbus carry, like, in their claws, but it's an unusually
just-
large ferret, so I'm not too sure there.
Speed
But-
30 feet.
Oh, damn.
Fast baby.
It sort of turns into a wheel and rolls along.
Like a rosy family.
As you all continue to travel, you begin to notice the very numerous amounts of boot prints in the ground coming from the camp, leading in the direction you're going.
No.
Just making a beeline in that direction. You eventually come to approach the outskirts of the camp, the places set up that were outside of the main keep area, where you all were posted up, and they are in ruins. Tents cut open and toppled, smoldering fires there. And anyone who would like to could roll a perception check for me right now.
The people who were with us for gathering the rations, are they anywhere around?
They're still back at the camp, this army camp. They were kind of doing an inventory count and all right, let's make a game plan for how we're gonna handle this guy. They don't know, they didn't know anything.
How many people is that though?
It was 5 or 6 individuals back there. Yes. Question.
Can Una roll a perception check?
Una
'Cause
may
that's the-
roll a perception check.
Because
if
that's what
you would
weasels
like.
are good at. Keen hearing and smell. The
Mhm.
weasel has advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on hearing or smell.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
I'll just roll a straight d20. Because there aren't any stats, are there? I don't think so. And then because it's with advantage, I'm gonna roll again because that was a bad one. No, that's an 8.
There's
does
yeah.
not see
Una
shit.
doesn't. Una's no thoughts, head empty.
He is full of ash.
May and Calver, one thing that strikes you as you look around is the lack of people, be they living or injured or corpses anywhere. And it isn't until the two of you begin to look around a little bit more that you make out the shape kind of underneath the toppled fabric and tents and whatnot of what you only can assume are corpses laying underneath the ruined tents and other structures. However, it doesn't seem like as many as should have been in these camps. So that gives you hope that the bulk of the refugees are still to be found elsewhere.
Is India with us, or did he stay behind?
He's with you, yeah. Or they.
Just curious.
Yeah.
I relay
look
that
for
back to
any.
everyone.
Can I look for any survivors?
Make an investigation check.
Aoife feels quite drawn to the bodies, so they are gonna go over and have a wee look see if there's any
Calvis,
messages.
as you kind of take a quick look around, checking places where people could have maybe been hiding or checking some of the bodies to see if they're alive, there's no signs of life here to be found. Aoife, what were you wanting to do?
Yeah, so they are going to go over to where the bodies are, and they are going to investigate and see if the way that they died was, not necessarily natural, but like non-magical, and B, to see if whoever killed all these people left any messages or like signs or, calling cards.
Um,
A roll investigation. Ooh, that is a 17.
It seems to be kind of a mixed bag of, like, some people have, pretty clear wounds from like swords and spears, whereas others have been struck down by more magical means. Elliot.
Can Calvis look where all those footprints have been going? Have left the camp.
They all seem to be heading towards the ruined fortress.
We've not checked the ruined fortress yet, have we?
Yeah, that's like the main camp that you would remember where Orin and the dwarves were set up, and it did house a decent number of refugees, either within the walls itself or within like very near proximity
I can
of it.
detect magic to see if I can find any lingering traces of like necromancy, evocation.
Evocation.
Just evocation.
Yeah. You'd get a lot of evocation.
That dispels one of my thoughts, at least. That's good.
They were burning bitches.
Yeah.
I was worried in case they were raising bitches.
Yeah.
With the footprints into camp, does it could we surmise like the numbers of the soldiers which came in? Like, is that possible?
You would you could you'd have to make an investigation check for that.
Sure.
To try to piece that together.
It's roll with advantage. I've got it on the thing from the book. I mean to roll with it, and as standard, it just did it.
Oh,
the book.
Yeah.
I can't remember if we decided whether it's always advantage or if I have to toggle it.
Yeah, I would say it's toggleable, but like defaults to on.
Okay, cool.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
That said, nothing really like comes of you using it right now.
Cool, no worries. I'll just let you know, like, if I decide not to use it then. And if not, I'll just standard.
So are we heading up to the fortress?
Yeah, honestly, you can tell that Calvis is just clenching his jaw, grinding his teeth. He grabs his hammer, gives it a little twirl, and starts instantly just following those footsteps.
Yeah, Thaddeus joins.
I will say, based off of your investigation check, it's a good somewhere around 24 is what you can guess, but that's very much like plus or minus maybe half a dozen, and I would say you're not confident in that number either.
Was there any of their bodies in the area, or is it just the bodies under that like tarp?
You do not see any bodies that are recognizable as Inguinite soldiers.
Okay.
Keep in mind, by and far, the vast majority of the individuals, the refugees here, would not have been in fighting shape or would have had any skill as combatants in any way. Besides you all and the dwarven soldiers, maybe a handful of other individuals that would have been any good in a fight. What's the plan?
Can I, as we're going up to the ruined fortress, can I still hear sounds of fighting going on, or is it just dead quiet on the wind?
As you all are starting to make your way closer, you can begin to hear shouting and the ringing of steel against steel, as it sounds as if you are coming up on a fight that is still happening.
Right, we can play this smart, but we need to be quick.
Do we know of any elevated positions in the fortress that other people could get to? Like if we decided to like people go elevated, some people on the floor.
The walls are somewhat scalable, although they're in very like decayed. You know, like you could, but it would be precarious.
Okay.
I say we just head there and hide as soon as we notice where they are, and then just strike. Fast.
I'm gonna send Nimbus out in the direction of the fighting.
Give me just a moment.
Una stays put on Aoife's shoulders. Kind of nuzzles its head against Aoife's cheek as she just kind of watches you all make these plans, quite frozen almost.
Una or Aoife?
Aoife is the one that's frozen. Una is the one that's nuzzling the cheek.
Aoife, you're a hunter. It's time to hunt, my darling. Are you coming, pup?
Okay. As you all approach the main camp, you come up to it from the southwest, and you see soldiers making their way in through gaps in the walls, accompanied by pairs of mages. And you can hear the shouting voices that you recognize as the dwarven soldiers fighting back against the tides of enemies. It is a cloudy, dark night by the time you arrive. And as you send Nimbus over to observe the camp, you can see the refugees clustered and hiding inside what little rooms still exist in the center. You see at least one of the dwarven soldiers slain, lying amongst a pile of Inguinite soldiers' bodies. And you see, most notably, Orin standing alone atop a pile of corpses of Ingonite soldiers defiantly battling those that try to climb up the pile to reach him.
Orin, my man.
Shall we try to surprise them?
Yeah, you guys, because you chose to approach a bit more cautiously, do have a surprise round before I will make you roll initiative and enter combat.
What are we supposed to be seeing, by the way? Because I'm not able to garner much from the battle map. Sorry.
I do not own it.
Yeah, our tokens aren't on, but we can see like because of the fire and stuff.
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay, gotcha. I see. I think the ownership is messed up with the tokens. Is that better?
Yes.
There
Gotcha.
we go. Lovely.
Your tokens are down in the bottom left. Let me know if you can
Oh,
move
there.
them or
Yeah,
not.
I can. Let's try and move them. Yes, they can move.
Okay, cool. So yeah,
Oh, that's a lot.
you all have a surprise round. We'll just go in. We'll
Order
just
on the
go
Discord if you want.
in order on the Discord. So
Yeah.
it's Chloe, Lucas,
Which-
Elliot, Robyn, Kieran.
Which one is Orin?
Yeah, I was about to.
Orin is over. Orin is. Can I ping it?
'Cause that's my pal. It's my
Yeah.
homeboy. Sweet cheese.
My sweet cheese.
Your good time boy.
My good
He's-
time boy.
Is it this one here?
This one.
Yeah, he's that one. It's not letting me ping for whatever reason.
Are you on the right thing?
Different.
Oh yeah. That's Orin?
Yeah.
Okay.
We technically can't see him, can we? Or is he
Um,
elevated?
you would have an idea of where he is based off of what Nimbus saw and what Calvair would
Minor
relay
illusion.
to y'all. Yeah, the little
TV.
minor illusion projection screen. What you'd be able to see is the soldiers down by like the ruined tower on the other side of the building from y'all, and the ones to your northeast making their way through the gap in the wall there.
Okay. I think what Aoife's gonna do is they have 30 feet of movement. Let me just measure up. We are all the way at the bottom. Yeah, I think they're gonna move up to here, but still try and stay within cover of that wall.
Okay.
Oh. Let me just to here. And then
A lot of people.
It's
yeah, why not? Aoife is going to cast Tasha's Mind Whip
Right.
at let me see if I can select. That's 90 feet. Let's see. Let's have a wee fun moment. Oh. Right. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna cast Tasha's Mind Whip at this guy here.
Okay. Go ahead. Is that a save from them?
That is a save.
All right. What's the DC on that?
13 intelligence.
They pass.
They pass.
Yep.
On a successful save, the target takes half as much damage and suffers none of the spell's other effects. So I rolled 8, so that would be 4. And bonus actions. Yeah, she's not gonna do anything right now. That's where she'll end her turn.
Okay. Let's go to Calvaire.
Right. See this like wall? Is that like a standable ledge?
You would have to. I'd say it's. You would have to spend your action climbing it
Misty
to get
step?
on top of it. You could. You'd have to move up some.
Yeah.
But you could Misty Step up on top of it.
So I'll move it 1, 2, 3. I'll move 15 feet, and then I think that's within 30. Yeah. Is that okay to Misty Step to there?
Yes.
Awesome. So I'll Misty Step to there. So you sort of see me run, and then like mid-run, like arcane glyphs sort of surround me, and then disperse and reform there.
Gotcha.
And then I am going to let me just mark off that spell slot. I don't know how that would interact. I'm just going to cast Firebolt on the guy that's down here.
Okay.
No, because it's a surprise round, is that with advantage? Because it's an attack roll?
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you. Right, let's see. Excuse me. So, let's see. Let's just roll again to see if it's a hit. Crit, sorry. It's not. So it's a 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead, roll damage.
Okay. I don't know why that's showing up as like green.
You might have. I would like always roll crit.
Maybe. Let's see. Apologies. Oh wow, that's ticked for some reason. Okay. Alright, I'll just roll one again just so it's not a crit. It would be really funny if I rolled a crit there. Right, roll damages. That's 6 points of fire damage.
Okay. Anything else for you?
No, I've used my bonus action movement. Maybe I'll just go. Oh, error code token collide. What does that mean?
Colliding with the barrier.
Okay, go. It won't. Anyway, I'll just leave it there. That'll be my turn.
Okay. That takes it to Calvis.
Yes. So as you might see, I was trying to find out how much distance it was. I don't know if that's visible for you, and I have no clue how to remove that. I am so sorry. Trying.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Okay, so I'm trying to get to Orin. So I'll be moving to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think I can move. I can't drag my character for some reason.
Oh.
It says my token doesn't exist in the world anymore.
So odd. Where do you want to move it? Just like pink? Like here?
Well, yeah, I think. Well, I have 40 speed, so is that how far I can?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
There's a measure tool.
Okay, and then I would like to activate what's it called? Enroach Winter.
Yeah.
Use those charges.
Okay.
Well, 2 of those charges. Is that a bonus action?
It's a bonus action to do.
Oh,
yeah.
sweet. Is it though? Is it sweet?
You could action dash.
Yeah. I'll action dash. I'll get in there.
Alright.
Not close enough that I get an opportunity attack.
Yeah, well,
They
just
get an
moving
opportunity
close
attack.
won't do that. I mean, if you want to get like right in their faces, you can. Or if you want to be like,
That doesn't invoke an opportunity attack?
no, moving into someone's range,
Fine.
unless they have Polar Master,
Yeah.
doesn't
Ah, that's true.
invoke opportunity.
Yeah. I'll sneak up from behind.
May. You're muted.
But hey, so May is going to. Okay. Yeah, the softy boys are gonna get squished. So May only has about 30 feet of movement, so she's going to move 30 feet up. Why are you letting me move my bitch? Let me move my bitch. Why is it not letting me move it? Yeah, it's saying that it's referencing an actor that's no longer in the world. So ideally, if you could move me up.
Oh yeah, I can just move it for you then.
I'm sorry. But if you can move
No, you're good. I'm having technical difficulty issues.
That is no worries. And then if I could move 30 feet over here, ideally, that'd be great. Action dash to get over there. And then yeah, I've still got more rages left. So I'll bonus action rage. Get that up and running. Yeah. That's me. That's my shield. That's
Okay, that takes it to Thaddeus.
So there, far away. About 40. Go here.
Okay.
This one here, is that like a mage?
Yeah.
I'm going to open my book. I'm going to turn to page 6, and he begins to like chant. And as he does so, his book glows green as it normally does when he casts spells, but then quickly turns black as underneath these 4, the ground begins to turn black as tentacles begin to shoot out from the ground as he casts black tentacles.
Okay, and what's the save type for that for them?
Is a dexterity DC 16.
And what, you're hitting all 4 of these ones?
Yeah, so it's a 20-foot square, so I believe it hits them all.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not.
They all fail.
How could I get rid of that? There we go.
Yeah.
They all fail. Okay, so they are all restrained. Says so when a creature enters the affected area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, the creature must succeed on a dexterity saving throw, take 3d6 bludgeoning damage, and be restrained until the spell ends.
Okay.
Cool. So to get out of it, they must use their action as well.
Gotcha.
So they'll take the 11 damage at the beginning of their turn.
Okay. Cool. Can I now have all of you roll initiative for me?
Just remind me, do we have to click our token?
Just roll it in D&D Beyond. The stuff with the actors and the tokens is messed up. I'll have to manually put it in for right now.
Okay.
Or
Seems to work for me.
actually, worked for a couple of you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
Rolling good though.
Yeah. Robyn, what did you get? You're muted. Oh, there it goes.
There you go. I'm back here now. 30-20.
Okay. I'm Lukas, roll initiative for me.
Yeah, of course. Apologies.
You're good.
19.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I didn't
brings
set
it.
my token beforehand.
No, you're fine. It's all wigged out because of the module being bugged. It's only working for some people. I'll have to do some time in between now and next session, getting it all sorted. Aoife, you're up first.
Let me just see what the distance is. I am going to. But I'm going to cast it into the tree. This
I think.
is that something that I can do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Hold on.
Does
Is it just me, or did your mic not
no.
work at all?
It did a
No,
little
I-
bit, but then it
couldn't
fixed
hear
itself.
much there. It was a wee bit
Okay.
For the sake of everyone else, could you repeat what you want to do?
Yes. Can Aoife cast firebolt at the tree?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I rolled, and it was a 17. Does
Yeah,
the tree?
that'll.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tree's on fire.
Arson.
How much damage does the tree get? The tree gets 7 damage.
Let's actually let's.
If one of us didn't have dark vision, that would be like sick because it just gives us vision on like everyone there.
I know. Also, this big thing's on fire, and it's
Exactly.
going to cause them to scatter.
Apparently
And
they're
also-
restrained. So.
And also, fire is catching, and there's wooden reinforcements here next to the guys.
Does that
See?
also mean we cannot get inside from there?
There
I'm
we
gonna
go.
struggle getting
so
through.
cool.
I should be fine getting through the tentacles. I
Yeah,
think.
everything gets bathed in the red and orange glowing light as the tree bursts into flames. Anything else for your turn?
Yeah. Let's see. And then I'm gonna take my movement. This there is. Let's see. There. There we go. And if it's possible, I don't know if you can do a bonus action. No, you can't. I'm not a rogue. I can't do bonus action height. To use the
No.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can be next turn. Don't worry.
All right.
Yeah, that'll be it.
Okay. That takes it to May.
Would my rage still be up? So I didn't get
Yes.
It would still be up.
It will end at the end of this turn if you don't deal
Fuck you.
damage.
Okay. Fuck your tentacles, mate. I'm gonna
I mean, you've got the reach to hit people
yeah,
without
I
getting
do.
in there itself. You've got 10-foot reach.
Exactly. Oh shit, I forget I got that sometimes. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna move up there and I'm gonna give this boy over here some bonks.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
He's gonna get some
Bonk
bonks in the
'em.
tip. Yeah, bonk in the tip. So where are we going? Where are we going? Oh wait, go away. Why are you there? Okay. Yee. Clear off. So I'm gonna do these recklessly. So I'm gonna do my action attack first. Beep,
I
beep,
think
beep.
you get advantage because they're restrained, you know?
Oh yeah,
You
I
do.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't need to do it recklessly. Hell yeah. So that's a 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. So clear you off. So then we do glaive damage. So that's 9 plus 2, 11. And then we're gonna do our divine fury on that. So that's 6. So that's 18 on the first hit.
Okay. That one is bloodied.
Bloodied. Cool. We're gonna
Bloodied.
smack him again with a bonus action.
Hell yeah.
Get rid of the mage.
Fuck that. Fuck that boy. So that's a 22 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. So we are just gonna clear you off. So that's just 14.
How do you do it?
I think May is slightly disgusted by the tentacles, I won't lie. So she's just kind of like backing up from it. But instead what she does is, as she's running up to him, she just kind of gets her spear over her shoulder, chucks it forward, so that it pierces him through the chest. Then, with that momentum to carry him onto the ground, pierces him down into the ground, spins round the spear like a pole dancer, and then just back up on the other side.
Sick.
Kind of tearing out the rib cage on the shark, on like the grizzly end of her
Yeah.
glaive as she's doing so.
Sick.
But yeah, that's gonna be
Anything else for your turn?
Oh wait, I've got more stuff. I could move. I can do things. Totally. Let's go a wee bit of blockage there. Nope, she's quite happy where she is. She's quite happy where she is. Yeah, that's me. Dunskies.
All right. That takes it to Thaddeus.
As Thaddeus is still concentrating on the black tentacles, his book is still, open in his hand, still with like the black emptiness of the book. Like I say, shining out. It's black, so it doesn't shine. And like the blackness of the book begins to seep down his arm. Like it seems like the longer he concentrates on it, the more it crawls up his arm. As he turns to this guy back here to cast Eldritch Blast. And I believe that's with advantage as well, with it being
Yep.
Oh, nat 20.
All right.
Get it. Get it.
I feel like that's a power word quest first.
That's funny on an Eldritch Blast. Never happened before.
Oh, I nearly got max damage as well. 14. 14 points of damage.
All right. Anything else for your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna move backwards here, just so I'm behind.
Okay.
But yeah, that's me.
That takes it to Calvert.
Oh wait, hang on. Oh wait, no, it's fine. No, ignore. No, it's fine. I just noticed that. The guy behind it's dead. I didn't realize. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah, there's a couple like corpses that are like by themselves.
My idea was to like pull him into the black tentacles, but then I only just realized the skull, so he's dead. So it's fine.
While you guys were like making your way here, I kind of had the fight going on a bit.
Nice.
So some of the ones I had prepped like died before you made it here.
Yeah. Sorry for interrupting, Lucas. You go.
Fine. Right. Let me see. Honestly, not. I'm stumped. I feel. I don't want to burn all my big spell slots. Right. I'm gonna move 2, 3, 4. I cannot move there. Can I move there? I go 5. Nope. Awesome. Right. Never mind then. Goodness me. How did that guy look after the firebolt?
The knight below you that you hit?
Yes.
He's bloodied. I forgot to say, but he is bloodied.
Awesome. How much damage? I dealt like what, 7 damage? I can't remember.
He was already, I'll say he was already roughed up a bit.
Okay. Yes, I am just going to do a magic missile all at first level. All was it 3 at first level?
I think it's 3 at
Yeah,
first
3 at first level. All 3 at him.
Okay.
Okay,
Roll
so-
damage for those.
Let's see. So is it a D4 per dart? Yeah.
Yes.
D4 plus 1.
1, oof, 2, 3. Which is such middle of the road. 10 points of force. Make force damage. Fuck it.
Okay. Anything else for you?
I'm just gonna move slightly northward on this wall, but that'll just be me.
Okay. Let's resolve some of the knight's turn. Where'd my d20 go? Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Alvis, you see Orin as he stands atop this mound of corpses he's created. Reach out his hand, and a lance of radiant energy strikes down at this knight before him.
Yeah.
When you see it lance through them, and they're going to take that much damage. And the glowing radiant light that hits them seems to linger for a bit as it hits this individual. See, I got a bunch of knights that gotta go. Ooh, he lands a hit. Okay. As Orin lances out this energy at the one knight, another rushes up at him and lands a savage blow with their sword. And let's see. Got more. Swing and a miss. Alright. Calvert, you see one of the dwarves, Nobrel, battling with one of the knights, swinging down at the knight with a great mace. And they hit.
Is that this guy here?
Yep.
Go.
And then this knight is actually going to turn at you, Calvis. And that's probably not going to hit. I'm guessing a 12 doesn't hit.
No.
All right. Jodrok's dead. And that takes it to your turn, Calvis.
Right. I just wanna hit the one on the right of me.
Okay. Go for it.
Oh, quick question. Did we get our hit points back when we leveled up?
You would
Or
not
did it
have
stay
gone
the same?
back up to max. You would have gained what other HP you got from your level up, though. Because you didn't take a rest. You just leveled up.
Yeah. Fucking that one.
I
Yeah,
need
7.
you to roll a percentile for me. A D100.
Damn it. Um. 35.
What'd you get? 35?
35.
Oh boy. Let's see.
What are you on about?
I have a crit fumble chart.
And that one chart.
Um,
So I'm gonna trip
oh,
and fall now.
nothing. Oh, that's nothing happens. Okay. There's nothing within proximity of you to cause that to happen, so don't worry. Anything? What else for your turn?
Let's
You do have your bonus
see.
action attack.
I know. I'm not gonna use it though. I'm gonna bonus action to my good pal, my sweet cheese. Face step.
Okay.
Because I'm an Eladrin boy. And I'd like to go over there because it's 30 feet.
All right.
Yeah. And because I'm an Eladrin, they will be frightened now. Anyone who saw me before I teleported,
Okay.
they need to succeed a Wisdom saving throw of 13.
Ooh. Okay. So it just would have been. Why is my ping not working?
It's for the winter form. It's one creature that you can see within 5 feet of you.
Is it just
Oh
one?
yeah, you're right. Yeah, one.
Okay. So you can choose the knight or the mage that was right on you then.
Let's do the mage.
Okay. Oh, wrong guy. He failed.
So
Okay.
this creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls.
Cool. That takes it
And
to
can
one of.
move closer.
Gotcha. That takes it to one of the knights in the tentacles. It's a what check to break free?
I believe it's a
Wisdom. Sorry. Wrong one.
Here.
Or was it my turn? Sorry.
No, the black tentacles. What kind of check is it to break free?
Dexterity. Oh
And
no,
what's the
wait,
DC?
sorry. With
I believe it's strength.
with this, it's different when they try and break out of it than when the spell is originally cast. So this, it's not a save, it's a strength or dex check. It's choice, so it can choose between the two.
All right, and
it's
what's
still got to
the
beat my
DC?
save. 16.
Ty goes to player, so he fails to break free. That takes it to Hastel. Ooh, he's going to start making his way back over here as screams from refugees break out deeper inside the camp. That dude is frightened. This mage down over here, up north of you, Calver, he's gonna fling some spells at you.
No.
Uh-huh. Can you make a dex save for me?
I could, but that'd be
Oh.
on dex save. Here we go.
Yeah, go ahead and do that for me.
That one?
Yeah, that's a cool.
You know me,
Yikes.
guys. Love me.
Oh, I forgot how much damage that did at that level. Whoops.
By Calvert for the second time.
So it's every 2 to 5 business days or every 2 to 5 sessions all
Yeah.
time.
Oh, you're so lucky. You're so lucky. I rolled so low on that. You're going to take 16 points of fire damage as he hurls a fireball up at you that collides into the wall just below your feet.
Damn.
A fireball. Fireball.
Fireball.
It's 8d6s, and I rolled 16 damage.
Wow, average of 2 per die.
Yeah,
That's
I
mad.
rolled so many ones.
We're not doing
Okay.
critical injury, are we? No.
No, I don't
Awesome.
do critical injury.
You burn
this
your skin
knight's,
off.
let's see. Swing gonna miss.
Skinless cow there.
Excuse me.
At the beginning of their turn, by the way, all the guards in the tentacles take that 11 damage.
Yeah, I did it ahead of time, just so I wouldn't have to remember. That fails to break free. Let's go charge in there. Ooh, that's a crit. Feels bad to be Mondit. Okay. Let's resolve a couple of things. In areas you can't see as you all start the battle, you do hear like shouting and fighting and see like flashes of power up from over the walls and the buildings as there are fights going on further in that you can't see. That does take it to Aoife.
Mm-hmm.
And as you enter into the fray, you launch this firebolt. This hunger that you felt stir inside of you earlier starts to strengthen as the clouds part, revealing the full moon. And I do need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
I shall make a wisdom saving throw. An 18.
You keep control of yourself for now, but you just feel this power in you stirring and fighting to be unleashed within you. Stronger than you've ever felt it before after Kythrus's boon.
Mm-hmm.
And what would you like to do for your turn?
All right. And with that kind of surge of hunger and energy and the full moon, obviously, Aoife is gonna take bonus action shift. So let's do that. That's a 19. That's 19 temp HP. Jesus Christ.
All right.
As I think what the others would see as this, they've seen Aoife shift before, but this seems more brutal, almost. Even I think with Calver being the closest in proximity, and some of the soldiers would be able to hear the bones crack and shift into place. And it looks physically painful to transform. Their body jerks in kind of unnatural ways as it kind of goes from being, person shaped to big fluffy wolfy shape. And they are going to actions. They are going to move in this little space next to this guy here just out of the tentacles.
Mm-hmm.
And they are going to do let's see. I would like to imagine it as a claw attack, but it'll be an unarmed strike, melee attack.
All right.
Do that, and that's a 16.
That'll hit.
And however much that was, because I didn't get to see that for some reason. And there's two damage for some reason.
I feel like your shifter attacks do more than that.
Yes, I believe they do. Is it okay if I use the damage from that one?
Yeah, your long tooth shifting strike. Use that, yeah.
Okay, well that's a 5.
That's better.
That's better than a 2.
It's an improvement.
As one of kind of big paw claws. It's not quite a paw and it's not quite a normal hand either. Just slashes this soldier in the chest. I'd like to imagine it's where kind of roundabout-ish where the heart would be, but trying to kind of aim for the middle, kind of where the ribs kind of, there's like a little gap, I guess, in what the ribs cover. If you get what I mean.
They are wearing plate armor, but your claws kind of rend into that metal a bit, denting and tearing through it.
Yeah.
As
even if it
your
didn't
claws
make it
dig into him, and the metal of the plate armor digs into him underneath as you damage it.
Mhm.
But is there anything else for your turn?
I don't think I can do anything, so let's end it there.
All right. May, that takes it to you.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Robyn.
Sorry, I forgot that was there. So I'm gonna move 20 feet over here, and then I'm gonna move 5 feet over here. I realize I'm probably need to make a dex save because I will be entering the tentacle.
Could you move your mic a bit closer? I think it's fallen away some. And
there we go.
That's a bit better.
Lovely.
Thank you.
But yeah, gonna move 20 feet over here, and move
Okay.
5 feet over here. I realize I'm probably gonna need to make a dex save because I will be entering the tentacle areas.
Yeah, I'm going to rule. Actually, I know this isn't rules as written, but I'm coming in with my DM authority. I'll say since Thaddeus can see you going through, not that you can pass through completely unhindered, but I'll say you can make an athletics or an acrobatics check to try to make it through rather than just the straight up save, as it's not really like.
Yeah, I'm parting the Red Sea.
Yeah, it's like you don't have complete control over it, but you have enough to make it easier for May to get through.
Sounds good.
I'll go for an athletics check. As I'm currently raging, I make that with advantage because it's
correct.
Still. Yeah. So athletics. Thank God. It's a 17, and that is a 17. Yeah, we're 16.
The DC is a 16, right?
Yeah, it beats my
DC.
DC.
Yeah, so with that 17, you're able to maneuver through.
Lovely. Zoom on through. And I'm going to make an attack on this boy here.
Okay.
So boy down below me.
Yep, you'll get that attack with advantage.
Hell yeah. So we'll go for the action. 25. 26 to hit.
That'll hit.
Lovely. So that's 14. That's 16 damage so far. Still up.
Yes.
Cool. That is
Bloodied, but still up.
cool. That is another 5 damage on top of that. So 21 total to him.
Okay.
Still up.
Still up.
Still up. Cool. I'll go for another attack on that boy then. Just get him down and out of the way. So I'll use my bonus action. 24. So that's 24 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. And that is 15 damage.
Okay. They are still up.
Yeah, I believe that's everything I can do.
Okay. That takes it to Thaddeus.
Okay. Is there a way that I'll be able to like I know this battlefield's probably quite loud, but like do we hear any like cries or any sound of battle further in the fortress?
You do, yes.
We do.
I think I said that before, but yeah, you can hear more stuff happening inside the fortress. You wouldn't have seen this, but Calvis would have seen this. One of the dwarves kind of pivoting to go back in to join that. There is definitely fighting happening further inside the fortress.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna stick here for now, but next round I might decide to go a little bit further on. But he basically just like cries out as he shoots another Eldritch Blast, and this time it's going to be at this person, and because they're still restrained, I believe it's with advantage.
Yes.
That's 21.
That'll hit.
So that's 6 points of force damage total.
Okay. That individual is now bloodied.
Cool. And then let's see anyone. Oh, you have to be within 30 feet anyway. I'm gonna pull this guy into the center.
Okay.
So just 5 feet. So that was with their telekinesis. Sorry, telekinetic feet, not telekinesis. Pretty good spell. Let me get thing in. Cool. So it's a DC. So be 8 plus proficiency plus.
They
13.
fail. They fail.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, so they get pulled in the center. There isn't any change in terms of them being restrained or anything. I just thought being in the center, it's harder to get out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay, that takes it to Calvaire.
Right. So. Going to jump off the wall. Trying to think of how to line this up. And how high are the wall? How high up is the wall?
You're about 15 feet up.
Cool. I'm gonna jump off the wall and cast Featherfall with my Mingle with the Wind Air Genasi Shiz. If that's alright.
Yeah, go for it.
Will I mingle with the wind? Ooh. You see like some sort of like air current sort of fall around me as I in tune with my Genasi heritage. And then once I land, I'm going to sleep. What? Can't do that. Yeah, won't let me do that. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's saying like something about colliding. What if I do this?
What you're trying to? Where are you trying to go?
Like here. Just wondering if I need to like walk around it.
I mean, yeah, I can pull you there. You're fine.
That's fair. So once I'm there, I'm going to set off a caustic brew. Should I? I'm committing. I'm going to set off caustic brew at first level. I'm
Mhm.
going to turn it into force damage.
Okay.
I'm going to set it in a line.
Yeah, you can hit all. You can hit all 3 of those.
Yeah, so like that's the line I want to go down.
Yeah.
There. So I think it's a dexterity save, please. DC 16.
They all fail.
Cool. When they start their turn, I think. Sorry, this is always the wording's always weird to me. Yeah. So. Yeah, at the start of their turn, they take 2d4 force damage. It'll be.
Okay, you want to roll that now, and then I'll just apply it when it gets to their turns.
Of course. Let me just. Apologies. Oh, spicy. 6.
Okay. Nice. Anything else for your turn?
No. That'll be me.
Okay. Got some knights to resolve. Oof. Okay. Orin's turn. Retaliating against the knight that charged up the pile at him, Orin swings down with his great hammer. Oh, fuck yeah, Orin. Okay. He swings down with his great hammer, hitting them straight on the head, and it just caves their helmet in as this individual crumples to the ground, joining the pile of corpses he stands upon. These knights are going to press forwards. Oh, okay. R.I.P. The dwarf Nobrel fighting in the square beside you, still engaged in battle with the knight before him, continues to exchange blows with that individual. So he's gonna press forward. Calvis. You're muted.
Nice. So, how big is this pile of bodies that he's standing on? Am I also on higher ground?
You're like, compared to the knights like below you, you're like maybe like 5-10 feet up on them. So you do have a bit of like a high ground advantage.
Oh, okay, nice. Sorry. I would like to get a bit closer. I assume that I still am a bit higher than them. The one that Arn did his previous attack on. So that one right there.
Yep.
I'd like to attack that one. Do I have advantage then?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
The high ground?
Oh, that's also the one that you have it anyways, because that's the one Orin hit with his guiding bolt.
Oh, sweet. Good, because I rolled a nat one again. Oh, fuck, this is shit. A 10.
Yeah, that doesn't hit.
Okay, I'm gonna roll in this one. This is swag. Nat 1 again.
You do still have advantage because it's high ground. So
yeah.
I was just saying, like,
Oh.
irregardless, you had advantage on the first one. But yeah.
One decent roll. Okay, one decent roll. No. 11.
No, you are not on your game right now.
D&D Beyond isn't.
Takes it to this guy that May is fighting. He's going to take a swing at you, May, with disadvantage because he's restrained. What's your AC?
My AC is 15.
Okay, so he just barely hits you. Oh, come on. You're going to take 4 points of slashing damage. Yeah, I know.
He also takes 7 points of damage from that tentacle.
Okay, well, then he's just dead. As he's consumed by the tentacles.
I think he would die before he got the attack off, because it's at the beginning of their turn.
Yeah, you're right. How many spell slots does this guy have? Oh, wonderful.
10.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Reflex here. Let's see. Wonderful. Calvert and May, I need you both to make dex saves.
Is it something that I can see?
It's behind you. So I'd argue no because you're not looking that way.
Okay, that's no worries. Just thought I'd check.
Ooh,
Dirty
20.
20.
Dex saves do not
So,
agree
okay,
with
you're gonna
Calvert.
take half. You're gonna take
was
half damage.
It was literally cocked on the VTT. It was between 6 and 16.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think me succeeding this would have mattered.
Lucas, I swear it's not personal.
Oh no, don't worry.
Why did you go in the middle of this?
I forgot
Swear
I
it's
could
not-
Misty Step. I was like, okay, I've used my spell for the turn.
It's not personal. Yeah. You're gonna take 24 fire damage, May. You're gonna take 12.
Cool, I'm down.
As another fireball gets hurled by this mage.
I don't want to make you stronger. I think Fireball's bigger than that. Because it's 20-foot radius, so it means that like in the middle it's 20 foot either side.
I did diameter.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll remember that next time.
40 foot diameter.
Yeah, it's a big boy.
I'll remember that next time.
It's a chunky boy. It's a chunky little.
I made the same
Y'all
mistake
are-
at the beginning as well, so
Thank you, Thaddeus. Or Kieran. I'll remember that for next
Y'all
time.
are just out of my resistance to fire damage range. If you were just like 5 feet closer.
Oh
yeah, because that's a massive range, isn't it?
Is there a way to get that shown like on Roll20? It's fine. We'll figure it out for another time.
Yeah. Let's figure it out now.
So that takes it to more knights' turns. This guy is gonna come up to you, Calvis, rolling a disadvantage. That still hits. And you're going to take 11 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
This guy right in front of you, Aoife, is going to make an attack at you. He has enough HP that he won't be instantly killed by the tentacle. He's rolling disadvantage because he's restrained. That's a crit fail, so you don't get hit. This guy is going to come in at Monder. Okay. You all begin to hear like a chorus of screams, like dozens of voices all screaming out together from deeper in the.
Can we figure out which building it's coming from, like at all? Is there a direction to the screaming?
North.
North.
From your perspective.
Yeah.
Okay.
This mage down over here.
Is it like perfectly in unison, or is it like just a bunch of people screaming at once?
It's just a bunch of people screaming. It's
Okay.
not in unison or anything like that.
Cool.
This mage launches a firebolt at Orin, but misses. This guy is right in the middle. He's gonna take that damage. He is bloodied, and he fails his save to get out. This guy's gonna.
So you know, Tasha's Caustic Brew will no longer be up on the poison because it's concentration, so they won't take the damage if they haven't had their turn yet.
Okay. Sorry. This guy should have taken it, and.
Sorry, I should have mentioned.
Nope. No. You're good. Okay. This guy's gonna take a swing. Okay. R.I.P. The dwarves around you all are starting to fall one by one to the combatants, despite your efforts to come to their aid. Aoife, can you make another wisdom save for me?
You're muted.
You're muted, but yeah.
Sorry, that was a nat 1. But I have a +3 to wisdom saves, so that's 4.
Yeah. So, this bloodlust and hunger inside of you continues to swell and grow until you eventually lose control of it. And though you've already taken on your shifter form, your bones continue to stretch and crack and twist as your wolf-like form becomes more and more monstrous, and you lose control, becoming enraged. So you see no longer allies and enemies before you. You see only food. And you are so, so hungry. And I would like you to use this stat block I've just sent you for the rest of combat.
I'm going to zoom in.
Yeah.
The text is tiny.
Sorry, I can send you the link.
It's okay, I've got it now.
instead. I just did like a screenshot on my phone.
That's okay.
You got it?
Yeah, I've got it.
Okay. Yeah, so use those attacks on there. And while you are enraged, you must spend your turn either attacking the closest target to you or moving towards the closest target.
Okay. As a player, I apologize in advance. As Aoife,
Watch your back, May.
As Aoife, well, they can't really do anything right now. They're not in control. Is it their turn?
It is.
It is, okay.
I just have no idea. We're just this person we've met a couple days ago. It's just
for
going
you-
mad.
You all actually would hear as this happens just a blood-chilling, freaking howl coming from where Aoife is, as they begin to shred and tear their way through everything before them.
I didn't know it could get worse than cannibalism.
In all ways, especially physical, I am a wolf.
Woo!
Okay, so they are going to make a multi-attack on the this one.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to figure out.
You might have to like just roll a d20 and then
Yeah,
do
that's
the maths.
what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Right. Roll. That's 17 plus one with its bite and one with its claw. So bite is
Yes.
plus 4, so 17 plus 4, that's 21.
That'll hit.
And then that's 1d8 plus 2. So that's 6 damage.
Okay.
And then
This
another
individual is bloody.
and then another attack with their claws.
Oh, one other fun thing I want to throw in here.
Mhm.
You'll have advantage on any targets that are bloodied, so below half health.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you.
Wake up and smell the blood.
Yes.
Good as suppress.
18 plus 4, that's 22, so
That
that
hits.
definitely hits. I'm not gonna roll again. I feel like that's pretty good. 2d4 plus 2. 4, 6. That's another 6 damage.
Okay.
And let's see. Are bonus actions still a thing with this new stat block?
I'd say with the stat block, you can bonus action make a single attack.
Okay. They're going to make a single attack.
You can do bite or claws, your choice.
I think I'm gonna do claws. I've assumed that.
You do have advantage against this
Yes,
target.
they have advantage.
You have advantage anyways because they're restrained, which I forgot to mention, but yeah.
Let me do the claws.
That'll hit. Yeah.
That'll hit. Then 2d4. And that's 10 damage.
Okay. How do you do this?
So I'd like to imagine that Aoife is biting and clawing away with sort of a reckless abandon, and then they, with one claw, grab into the flesh of the man's. I assume it's a man. I shouldn't assume that. The soldier's neck, and rips their head off, but it's not clean. It's kind of like there's bits of neck still left, and there's blood everywhere, as Aoife begins to chow down. Yum yum yum. We love some
Alright.
soldier.
You know what? Yeah. Okay. May.
I just want to clarify, the entire time that was going on, May was staring at it and smiling. Like a very much like a proud mother smile, like, oh, look at baby, she's doing so good. Yeah, no, May's down to clown. So May is going to, she's gonna go 15 feet up towards Calvert's body, to that body. Gonna spiggity spooky up to that booty. Can you?
I got you. I got you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. She's going to spend her action to try and stabilize Calvert.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and make a medicine check.
So medicine, please roll well. Please, for the love of God. Okay. 19.
Yeah, you stabilize the shit out of him.
I
You
like-
know, you get to him, you like stamp out a little bit of like little bits where his clothes are on fire, and start to patch him up with your skills, medicine from all of your time spent in nature.
I think for one part she does just pull out a twig and from her chest again and use it as like a fucking brace or some shit.
Yes,
More
lovely.
twigs on tap.
All right.
What's the
Anything
case?
else for your turn?
May is going to go, so she'd already used 15 feet of her movement. May would like to get over here ideally. If
Yeah.
I can ping. With the rest of her movement.
Gotcha. You will take an opportunity attack from the first night you pass.
Cool, all good.
That misses, so you're fine.
Cool. She's gunning for that mage, so she's gonna use a bonus action attack and smack that bitch. This will be reckless, so I can get that good old advantage.
Yeah.
See, with being stabilized, am I just like there's no HP gain? There's
Oh, nice crit.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't have to do death saves.
You're still unconscious, I believe, though.
Awesome.
Yes.
Um.
Yeah. Roll damage.
Okay. One sec. I think it's easier if I just do it on here, because I think the D&D Beyond one will just make it a little bit messy. So that's 9 plus 5, so that would be 14.
Are you rolling crit damage?
Yeah, I rolled damages on the thingamabobbin. Yeah,
I'm not talking
the
to you,
foundry.
Okay.
So I think
They
that'd be.
are bloodied.
I'm also have to roll damage for Divine Fury because I'm going to put that on
Yep.
there as well. It is a dice roll, so it would be 2d6 plus 2.
Yep.
So I'll just roll the 2d6 manually, and then we can do the plus 2 from there. So that would be another
Okay.
8
Yes.
damage.
How do you do it?
I think she just like handles the glaive like a little bit more of like a far distance grip. So like one hand up near the top of the blade, the other hand up at the base. She gets down on her knees on the floor, and as she's going down, she swipes up, cleanly shaving through the man's neck, and just letting the blood spurt down over her while she's down on the ground. And she's gonna twist around, look around at the other guys, and just stare them in the eyes.
Right.
Not
Thaddeus.
me.
Okay. So you know this like wooden sort of structure next to him? Is that something he can run through?
Where at again? Sorry.
This wooden structure here.
Yes, it would be difficult terrain, but you could move through it rather than going around.
Okay. And then let's say I stop here. Would I still be able to see everything around me?
Yeah, you'd still be able to see like out through it and everything. It's just kind of you're moving through like the rubble and everything of it. But yeah.
I don't want to go too far just so I'm not using dash, so I'll go back here, like here.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast this guy.
Okay.
Because these two are by themselves, and there's quite a few people here. So he's like turning around the corner just to shoot them up. So Eldritch Blast, normal roll, 23 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And that's 8 points of force damage.
Okay.
And he's still maintaining concentration on his black tentacles, as there's still one more enemy inside.
Okay, that would take it to Calver. You're stable.
Not mentally.
You're having a nice nap, probably dreaming about how nice it would be to be conscious and still in the fight. Sorry, that's mean. Anyways, the like chorus of screams from up in the fortress continues, and you can hear occasionally like the individual screams in the chorus turning to like choking gurgles as they are being silenced one by one. Meanwhile, Orin, he's gonna fucking bash at the dude that ran up at Calvis with his great hammer, and my man is on fucking fire today as he crits again. Just one hit KOing this dude.
Bye-bye.
Calvis, how are you looking HP wise?
28.
Out of?
42.
Okay, and then he is also going to bonus action heal you a wee bit. And you're gonna gain 11 HP back as he swings down, just again bashing in skulls with his great hammer, and then reaches a hand out as glowing radiant energy stretches out from his palm and heals you.
Now this is why he's my sweet cheese. A good time boy.
God's sake.
This knight, still standing before you two, upon seeing just two of his, compatriots get one hit KO'd, is gonna back up a bit, and he's gonna whip out his crossbow and take a shot with that and utterly whiff. More screams, fun, jolly stuff happening up top. This other knight down beside you is going to do the same. Whiffs as well. They're really not great with these crossbows. And Calvis, it is your turn.
What a pussy. Alright. He'll just... Will I still... I'm sorry.
Like cutting in and out.
There's a ghost. Oh, that's my mic. It's standing on the enter. Yeah. Am I still on high ground if I move to the closest dude?
If you move like down here, no, you will be forfeiting the high ground advantage.
Okay, can I like move just a little bit more to the side?
Here?
One more? And I'm gonna like he just shoots a quick prayer. Please, Kythris, be with me this time. Please.
And
this
is a free action, but make a religion check for me real quick.
I'm not a clever dude. I got a -1. And now I roll an 18. Shut up.
Okay. As you utter this quick prayer, and I imagine you're like preparing a swing down at this guy.
Mm-hmm.
You like swear for a second. You almost see like Kythus's hand like gripping the back of this dude's head, like holding it in place for you to hit it. But only for a moment as you swing down at it, and go ahead and make your attack.
Mm-hmm. 22.
Yeah, you like feel as if she has helped guide your strike, and as your blow rains down true, just like Orin did with those two, you just completely cave in his helmet, knocking him to
I
the
don't have
ground.
to roll for damage?
No. We
Can I do something extra?
We do fun, flavorful things here. Yes, you may.
Can I flavor just a little bit more? So
Yes,
as I
absolutely.
smack it to the ground, like as a killing blow, can I was just step on its head,
Yeah.
spit on it, say fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, absolutely. You may.
He's
Alright.
pissed off.
Anything else for your turn?
I mean, do I still have my bonus action?
Yes.
And I would like to go for the other one.
Yeah, go for it.
I just can't always be with me. It's an 11 total.
Yeah, that's gonna
five.
miss,
Do you have that?
unfortunately.
You do have an inspiration from last session.
You do.
That's
both-
a
I
good one.
don't-
Does that give like advantage?
Yeah, it gives you can use your inspiration point to give yourself advantage on any one roll. Like anything.
I'll just use it on this. Why not?
Alright. Yeah, go for it.
That's more like it. 20.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll hit.
I'm rolling for damage. I rolled a 10 for damage. 14. Then I'll roll cold damage.
Yeah.
Which it's vulnerable to. So
Yep.
14 plus 2 in total.
This individual is bloodied as you get like a devastating blow into their shoulder and you hear bones crack as you hit them.
They're not dead.
No.
Just doubting if I'll put a smite on top of that.
Smite. It's a little smite.
You could.
Nothing wrong with a little smite.
Just as
I'll
you know,
just-
as a
then-
treat.
Then it's gone. Yeah, as a trade. Let's do a little smite.
Just a little smite. Nothing wrong there.
Are you really a paladin if you don't do a little smite as a treat?
What good are paladin
Yeah.
what good are paladin spell slots if not for smiting?
Actually,
Exactly.
You're completely right.
Cure wounds. Who knows her?
Now it. Kytris, please. Yes, Kytris was with
Okay.
me.
How do you do
15
what
radiant
does this-
damage.
What does this look like?
Honestly, he just smacks it to the ground, and blood splashes all the way. He's covered in it now.
All right. So that takes it up to Hastel, who he's weaving his way inside, and you hear like just an absolutely ferocious shout that you would recognize as Hastel as he joins the fray happening up top. This little magey guy right here. Let's have a wee fireball as a treat for Orin and Calvis. So I need you to make a dex save. You are resistant to fire damage right now, so
These guys love
okay.
fireball spell.
So it's going to be halved, even though you failed, because you are resistant. Going to be quartered for Orin, because he passed, but is in your radius. So, Calvis, you're going to take 18 points of fire damage, and that's halved already.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I finally rolled hot on one of them.
Yeah. Hot, you did.
I mean, it's 8d8. Like, I've just been rolling shit on the fireballs.
36 damage, Jesus.
I mean, that's also like pretty close to the average damage for a fireball.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, that's not even that crazy. Anyways, this dude in the center of the black tentacles is going to drop dead. So there is no longer any enemies inside of that.
Okay.
And that's going to take it back to Aoife. However, this combat has been going for quite a bit, so I think now's a good spot to just pause and take our break, and then we'll pick it back up when we're back. So we'll be back in about 15 minutes, everyone, to pick up this combat where we left off. And then after that, we'll be wrapping up the sessions shortly after, most likely. All right, everyone, and we're back from our break, hopping in right back where we left off at Aoife's turn.
Yes.
Just roll a d20 for me.
Okay. That's 9.
You've kind of just finished devouring this corpse that you just slew, and others lay before you. But you're not quite content with still corpses. You feel the need to sink your fangs and claws into something that'll fight back.
Meat's the best when it's warm. Why would you want it cold?
So I'll say you won't be compelled to like action dash, but you will, without anything up and moving and alive in your immediate view, you will need to start seeking that out.
Yes. So, just to refer to the stat sheet, Aoife
The keen senses does apply.
Keen senses does apply, and this is technically wolf form, isn't it? Like it's not humanoid.
Yes, you are in. Actually, no, sorry, you're in hybrid form right now. You're not like fully wolf.
Okay.
You were like human. You were like semi-humanoid wolf.
Yeah, because there's a few things that you can do in certain modes only.
Right.
So I was just checking. So Aoife is going to look and sniff around for warm meat.
Make a perception check for me.
And because she is sniffing, would that be classed as keen hearing and smell?
Yes.
And therefore advantage? Okay.
Yes.
Perception. That's a crit. Well, let's see if I roll another crit. That'll be fun. No. That was a 4. So, yeah, we're going with the crit.
You can smell and hear so many warm and thrashing bodies deeper inside the keep.
How it feels to chew 5 gum.
Your senses.
How it feels to chew 5 gum.
Right. So Aoife is going to action dash to where the smell is the strongest.
Yeah, you'd be like, I don't know if you can see my...
I can see
my measuring tools, but like up. Yeah, up that away.
Yeah. They are going to move past Calvaire and past the soldiers that are near.
I feel like you'd probably like just quite frankly literally walk right over Calvaire. Like you'd fully step on him as you walked past.
There is much fresher meat to be had and blood to be drunk up ahead. So with a movement speed of 30, 40 in wolf form, but we're hybrid right now, so it's
Hybrid, yep.
30. Going to move 60 feet. Right there. Let me just move that up.
Here, I got you.
Thanks. And then bonus action. Bonus action.
So what you would see as you get there is you would see the two knights. One's kind of down closer to you, one's up on the other end, and they're just crowded into this room, kind of pressed up against the wall, where like the beds are, is just tons of refugees cowering away from the knights. And as this knight hears you approach, he just kind of like swears and turns, and he like goes to look at you, and his eyes like aren't quite level with your head, so he has to do the like the look up to see you, and you see him kind of shy back away.
Yeah, it's very much the werewolves and dog soldiers that are gigantic
Mm-hmm.
and very scary looking.
May.
Okay. Shit. Tits. How fucked up are these fuckers that are next to me?
Very.
Very fucked up?
Very.
Okay. How far can May move? May can get there. That's cool. May is going to take one swing at this bitch to her right with a bonus action attack. So relentless. No, not relentless. Reckless. Does a 16 hit?
16 hits, yeah.
Yeah. So that's 1d10 plus 6. So that's 11. That's 13 damage so far.
Okay.
Still up.
Still up.
Still up. Cool. Go away. And that's another 6 damage.
Yep. How do you do it?
How do I do it? Yay! Because May had kind of like twisted into, like she was still on the floor and just had like twisted around into it. I can imagine with the momentum, she just swings the glaive out, chops the fucker at the knees, slices them clean off, and then jumps up and with the entire force of her weight just slams the staff down or the glaive into his chest.
Right.
Then pulls it up. And she is going to take she's going to use 30 feet to get over. She's going to action dash and use 40 feet of movement to get into the area. So she would move past that guard.
You are going to suffer an attack of opportunity from Aoife as you run past.
Go ahead.
So go ahead and roll that attack, please.
I'll be nice. I'll say it's a bite attack rather than a multi-attack.
Yeah, it would be a single attack, not the multi-attack for
so
reaction.
that D20. Roll. Does a, let me check. 8 plus 4 is 12. Does a 12 hit?
And actually, yes, roll with advantage because I did reckless attack last, so you roll with advantage.
Oh, that's
lovely,
right.
That is right.
Ooh.
That one.
Okay,
Does a 12
sorry.
hit?
Yeah.
No.
So you manage to like duck and slide past as where the monstrous wolf you know is Aoife, deep down snaps at you as you slide past them.
May is still smiling as she's like walking past them, like she's having a great time looking at seeing this.
All right.
but she's going to be in there, and yeah, that's my turn.
Thaddeus.
Okay, I'm going to continue my ascent through here. And because the black tentacles are no longer a thing, really, I'm going to, as a bonus action, cast Hex on this mage.
Okay.
So to drop concentration, the page in which he's currently on, Thaddeus just like snaps his book closed, and as he snaps it closed, the like colors of his book fade, and the tentacles descend back into the ground. And then he opens his book once again, and channels some energy as he saps the strength from the mage. As I'm going to target strength. For the hex, so they had disadvantage on strength checks, and then I'm going to hit them with a eldritch blast with the hex damage as well.
Okay.
That's a 27 to hit, 9 points of damage on the thing, and then roll my hex as well, which is an extra 2 points of damage. So total 11 points of damage.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's my turn.
They are bloodied.
Awesome sauce.
That would be Calvert. Lukas, what's Calvert dreaming about right now? What's going on in nap time?
Just got punched in the gut by something, I don't know.
Okay.
Because like Aoife stepped on him, right? Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then the clouds flying with wings. I don't know. Yeah.
It's Oren's turn. He is gonna peel off a bit and head over this way, where upon seeing what's happening with 3 of his companions downed and the corpses littered about, he's gonna let out a curse, and then quickly surveying and noticing that while his 3 soldiers are dead, that you are still breathing, and again with a glowing aura emanating from his hands, he's going to imbue some healing into Calvert, and you're going to heal for 11 HP as you spring back to consciousness as this energy flows into you.
Slay.
Lay the Book's house down.
This night, up top, seeing May enter is going to move down towards you, allowing some of the refugees to slip out and make their escape from being cornered. And he's going to swing at you. That misses.
I roll with advantage.
That still misses.
God damn it.
Calvis, it's your turn.
Which one is still alive?
The 2 mages
can't-
are up, but everyone else all the knights around you are dead.
Okay, because it has like a white little dot.
Yeah, that's
all of them are dead.
this dude has the frighten, the other dude has the hex on it. If you zoom in, it's a bit easier to see.
Oh yeah.
What the symbols actually are.
Oh yeah, you're right. Well, I'll go up to the closest one.
Gotcha.
Nah. Wait. Oren left, right?
Yeah, he peeled off the other way to go back into the fortress. He's like, Calvis has got this, was basically his.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for having faith in me. That's one of us. We'll just hit it. Nah. 12.
Yeah, actually, that's gonna hit.
7 normal damage
You
plus.
do your cold damage.
Yeah.
Alright.
2, which is doubled, 4.
How do you do this?
Just dunk him. Just a little. I feel like
Dunk.
this is not a lot of damage. No, just a little dunk and they just pass
I
right
mean,
out.
They're squishy spellcasters. That's gonna take it to Hastel up here, who he'll round the corner, coming into view of you, May, and he kind of like, helps some of the refugees out past as they filter past him, and he's gonna charge up, flanking this armored individual, and he, fuck yeah. Oh, sorry. Did you have more for your turn? I am so sorry.
I still have a bonus action and I can
Yeah,
still move.
I'm getting ahead of myself. I am so sorry.
You're excited. That's good. The other one is frightened, so I'll just leave him be.
Alright.
And I'm gonna head up as well.
Okay. Where
as far
to?
as I can.
Okay.
Just as far as I can to the north.
Yeah.
Which is 40. 40, so that's like.
Right where I put it.
About there. About
Look
there.
at that.
Yeah. Awesome.
All right.
Gorgeous.
Anything for your bonus action?
Nah, I'm good.
All right. I'm still gonna crit this motherfucker. All right. And that's gonna take it to. Got it. This knight who is like facing Aoife, sword like visibly wobbling in his hand as he's trembling a little bit.
Is there a little bit of water running down his legs?
Did he
Make a
pee himself
perception
a little
check.
bit?
Did he?
And he's gonna make a stab at you, Aoife, which that'll hit. And you're
Will
gonna
it though?
take.
Hold up. What's the? Oh yeah. No, fair.
It was an 18 on the die, and they do have a bonus to hit.
I know.
So,
It was just because
yeah.
I don't
No, I know.
the AC of the werewolf.
You're gonna take 11 points of piercing damage.
Okay. I'm still good.
Yeah, I know.
Health, baby.
This knight is going to push past Calvis, is just coming to his feet and engage Orin, who somehow with a great hammer manages to like block and parry the attack from the sword. And that takes it all the way back around to Aoife.
Fantastic. So they are gonna multi-attack this guy because he's the closest one.
Mhm.
And that will be 2 attacks, one with bite, one with claws, or spear. Ooh. Hoo. Right. So that's D20. (19 plus 4), that's 23. I assume that hits. Does the 23
yes,
hit?
that hits. Sorry.
And then damage. What? 1d8 plus 2. That'll be 5 damage, and then they're going to go in with a claw attack, and
Okay.
that'll be another D20.
Gotcha.
That's a 7. I assume that does not hit.
Does not hit. No.
So yeah, that's it.
All right.
Actually, question: do I have my normal bonus actions when
As far as like the, yeah, you're non. I'd say you wouldn't be able to spellcast right now, but you'd have your other bonus actions.
Okay. Well, if I have another bonus action, I'm gonna do a long tooth shift and strike. Because
Yeah,
that's a
go for it.
bonus action. This poor guy. That's another 20. That's a 22.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. And that's 5 damage.
Okay.
And that's it.
May.
Hello. So May's going to take her first hit on this guy that Aoife is fighting.
Okay, you will have advantage because you have flanking on them.
Yep. Ooh, hell yeah. Okay.
Because he's like got Eve on one side and then a wall to the other, so you two have kind of pinned him.
Pinned him down.
Yeah, because he can only go to like the square to your left and to your directly below you.
Yeah. So give me a wee sec. So that's initially a 14. That's a 24.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. So we do this. So that's 9 so far. Plus 4, so that would be 13 points of damage.
Okay.
Still up?
Yep.
Cool.
He's not bloodied yet.
He's not bloodied yet. Cool. I'll go in for another hit then. Bonus action. So that's 18. So that's an 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Cool. So that is 14 points of damage more.
Okay, he is bloody.
Yee. And yeah, that'll be me.
Okay. Thaddeus.
Okay. With Thaddeus, I'm going to. All these guys are dead, so I'm gonna.
There's still this one mage like directly to your.
Oh
right.
yes, the guy I hexed.
He hasn't been doing really anything because he's been frightened, and the only person he could really see that was an enemy was the person who frightened him.
Cool. This thing here.
Yeah.
Can I see through that if I move like up here?
Yeah, this whole wall's like really crumbled enough for you to see him through it.
Cool.
Like it's just like a really dilapidated and crumbling building.
Cool. No worries.
It's more so a pile of rubble you're walking through than anything else.
Cool. Yeah, no worries. In that case, then I'm just going to hit him again with the Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Oh my god. How much do you want to spin? 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
Oh, so that's 8 points of force damage, and then I'm going to add the Hex as well, which is an extra 1. It all counts. Every little helps.
Gotcha.
That's 9 points of damage total.
Cool. Anything else for you?
No, but I am going to get rid of that. That was annoying.
Gotcha.
There we go. That's
Alver.
Yeah.
Your turn.
So, can I use half my movement to get up?
Yep. And then there's the one knight engaged
Question:
with
I have
Orin.
35 feet of movement, so are we just running that up to the nearest 5 or the lower 5? Because half would be like 17 or whatever, 17.5.
We'll say it took 15 to stand up.
So, 1, 2, 3. Can I move there?
Yeah.
Awesome. And I'm just gonna shoot out a firebolt to this guy here.
Okay.
Sorry, I couldn't find out my sheet was being blinked. 12.
That does not hit.
That's fair. That's me.
Okay. Orin's turn again. He's gonna fuck this guy right up. And then he actually starts to kneel down over his companions. And out of the corner of your eye, Calvert, you would see him actually pull out a sizable piece of Mytrite. Not as big as like the big this size chunk you've got off the dude you all fought a couple sessions ago, but like good sized piece. And
Solid kidney
you,
stone.
through your understanding of arcane arts, would know he's attempting to revivify his companions.
Get it.
All right, and that I'll take it to this knight, who's gonna swing at May. Does a 22 hit?
Yeah, it does.
All right, you're gonna take 8 slashing damage, which gets halved because you're raging.
Yeah.
Okay, takes it then. It's the Calvis.
How good is Orin looking right now?
He's fine. Like, I mean, he's a bit battered, but he's definitely like battle worn. But he doesn't look like he's about to drop or anything like that.
Okay, okay. Mm. And he seems kind of busy right now, right?
He's busy. Yeah, he's like top clock is ticking. He doesn't have a lot of time if he wants to get his.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm
companions
either
back.
going for the guy next to him or I'm going to the top, so I'm doubting.
There are no combatants alive next to him.
Yeah. All the combatants are up top, or you have them made down below you.
Oh, that one's dead. I thought it was just frightened.
Yeah, no, I clicked the wrong thing. Ignore
Oh
me.
no! Oh no! No!
Oh,
No!
there's
No!
the
Then I'm
one.
going.
There's the only other ones I guess you'd be immediately aware of would be the ones that are engaged with Aoife and May. Although you do
Yeah, I
hear
was
like,
about to-
screaming and shouting coming up from like up through this building and to the right. But you could go through like here.
Yeah. Am I able to just scooch past Eva with like dashing, then attack the other one? Like without getting an opportunity attack from Eva?
You wouldn't be moving outside of her melee range, so yes. You can squeeze past, brush past the big bloody furry monster
Don't
that
mind
is
me.
Aoife.
Don't mind me. Just then I'll use my bonus action to attack that boy.
Okay, go for it.
It's a sad 11.
Yeah, that doesn't hit. Actually, he's flanked. You have advantage.
Thank you very. I didn't notice that. Thank you very much.
Yep.
13.
Unfortunate. That takes it to Hastel, so he's gonna keep pummeling the dude. Him and May have it sandwiched. And he's going to bloody that individual. Which then takes it to this one. He's going to take a swing at Aoife. Your AC is what, a 12 right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll actually miss. His sword's wobbling too much in his shaky hand to hit you.
Yeah.
And it's your turn. But as it comes to your turn again, the moon gets covered up again by the thick, dense clouds of the night.
Mm-hmm.
And your sense of control starts to come back to you. And you are able to again recognize Calvis and May and Hastel as friends again.
Okay. So do I use the normal stat sheet or the
You have your
werewolf?
normal stat sheet back now, yes.
Okay, cool.
As your
is
form becomes a bit less monstrous than it was before.
Yeah, it's just a fluffy, big fluffy bloody baby.
You're in the shifter form you took
Yeah.
on before you lost control.
Yeah, just big puppy. Just a big puppy. Alright. So we're still gonna do a long to shift and strike.
Gotcha.
That's a 15.
You have advantage due to flanking.
Yeah.
And that was an 8.
That does not hit.
That does
This
not
guy's
hit.
putting up a fight. May.
Okay.
I wasn't
No, you
finished
still got
yet.
your
Oh,
action,
sorry.
don't you?
Sorry. I keep jumping the gun. I'm so sorry. What else do you have for your turn?
I am going to use yeah, I can cast spells in this form. Ice knife on
Okay.
the guy directly in front.
Okay.
Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Does that roll
Ice
damage?
knife. Does it have cold damage?
Yes.
And
That'll take him out. Yeah. What does
Yeah.
this look like?
he's vulnerable.
Yeah, because of the vulnerable, it takes him down.
Yeah.
There's also the explosion that Ice Knife does.
Yeah.
Aoife does the kind of shift in motion as if they are crafting an icicle out of thin air and just vaults it like a javelin, and upon impact to the soldier's chest, like plate armor, it just kind of puffs up like one of those like puffer fish, just little ice crystals upon hitting just go pew, and that's what gets the guy.
All right.
Hee hee.
Now
He's
it's
afraid
May's.
of the big bad wolf now.
Now it's May's turn, I believe.
So this little bitch boy over here is dead. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
go for this motherfucker. Gonna go. Is he being flanked? He's getting flanked, so I'm doing me roll with advantage. Please roll better. Does a 16 hit?
No.
God damn it. What's that?
You have advantage.
That was with advantage.
That was?
Yeah. Did it not pop
Oh.
through? Yeah, the first roll was 11, my second roll was a 16.
Oh, I didn't see the 11. My bad.
Yeah. So I will hit him with my bonus action. Try and see if we can get it again. Okay, much better.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Yep, that's 20.
Oh, crit. Nice.
Yay! Okay, so I'll just do it on here because this is easier. So that's a 6. That's a 7. So a 6 plus 7.
How do you do this?
Cool. May I think for this one, because currently he's getting flanked from behind. I kind of imagine that he gets he's kind of focused on May for a brief second and gets walloped in the back by a hammer from the person opposite me, exposing his chest out for a little second. May just over the head slams the glaive through, and you can see the thorns from the glaive whip out and like just start going in through various orifices, like through the ears, through the eyes, up the nose, just tearing. They hook in for a second, they stop, and then they all just tear out at once, pulling so much fucking weird viscera out from inside. Kind of like, you know how an Egyptian, when they're mummifying a corpse, they'll like scoop the shit out from the brain?
The little, Yep,
little scooper. Yep.
Gotcha.
With thorns.
Right.
And yeah, so that's her bonus action. Boy's dead. I can still hear fighting going on over to the right.
I wouldn't call it fighting so much as I would hear it be like
Slaughter.
screaming, although it's a lot. How do I put this? There's a lot less people screaming than there was a couple moments ago.
God damn it. I don't think I've only got 30 feet of movement. So I think I can only get up to about here.
I do think, though, actually, at this point, everyone except Thaddeus and this mage are going to drop out of initiative. And we're going to resolve this combat between Thaddeus and the mage real quick. So we'll just do a quick back and forth between you and them until it's resolved. So Thaddeus, you're up.
Oh, yeah, no worries. Let's go for that now then. So, yeah, I'm gonna hit him with a Eldritch Blast then.
Okay.
Damn it, 10.
Yeah, that whiffs.
That's a rip. Have I got a bonus action? I'm gonna shove.
Welcome to being a warlock.
I'm gonna shove up one space. Telekinetic
Okay.
shove, so it's a strength 13.
Yeah, he fails.
Cool.
He is going to Misty step over to here, and then whipping out a dagger, he's gonna run at you and try to do a little stabby stab.
Okie doke.
Does a 12 hit?
No.
Okay, yeah, you're able to like dodge his blow. It's your turn.
Cool. He is based with me now, so I close my book and Hex drops. And instead, he opens his book to page 8, and his hand goes inside the book. And as he pulls his hand out, as comes like a blackened blade as he casts that Shadow Blade.
Nice.
Which is a spell attack to hit. So roll that now. It's a 14 to hit.
That hits.
Are you in darkness? Because if you're in darkness, you get advantage.
I think the fire from the trees probably keeping us right.
Yeah.
If it weren't for the fire, you would be.
No worries. That's 11 points of psychic damage, I believe Shadow Blade is. Is it psychic or is it force? It's psychic, yeah.
He is bloodied now.
Cool.
And
then I'm gonna. Oh wait, no, it's a bonus action to cast. So no, ignore me.
Spewing out a string of curses and looking about, seeing all of his fallen companions, and basically he can tell the fight is lost. He begins to conjure in his hands, and he brings it up above him, a ball of fire, and just slams it down into the ground between the two of you.
Oh no!
I need you to make a dex save.
Oh no! Okay. Shit. Don't fail me. Oh, I failed. 9.
Yeah, that's a lot of ones still.
Oh, I'm max health, so this should be alright, hopefully.
What's your max health?
36.
You're gonna have 4 HP left.
Oh, fucking hell.
But you survived the blow.
Blow.
And he just kind of shrivels up into flame as he does this like one last ditch attempt at you. So we're gonna end combat there. And all of you all up in this room are free to rush over to the other area together.
We'll do that.
Where
Schmosian.
what you all see is these two knights, swords dripping with blood. You see many of the refugees, some pressed against the walls, as if trying to shy away as much as they could, some impaled on the like wooden defenses just up to the throat, and most all of them are laying dead except for a handful. And as you all come around the corner, these knights snatch up to a mother and daughter, holding them hostage with their swords to their throats. Yes.
Cast hold person on the one holding the daughter.
You can.
I use. I've never used this before. This is new, but bonus action Blood Curse of Binding. As a bonus action, you can attempt to bind a large or smaller creature you see within 30 feet, and it needs to succeed on a strength saving throw.
Yeah, you both can do that.
So it's a wisdom saving throw on.
Yeah, they both. I rolled terribly. They both fail. The respective saves.
In this process, like I'd be like slowly making my way up, but I think I'm
Yeah,
still
you'd
currently
be
fighting, so
you'd
I'll be
be
up.
making your way through now. Like you've probably made it up to where Orin is. Like he's successfully restored one of his companions and now has knelt over another one. I will say though, as you see this rather significant size of Mytrite he pulls out of a pouch, this stirring hunger in the back of your head that was awoken by Kythos's boon stirs more, and you hear like a guttural voice in your head. And you only recognize a handful of the words. Whatever this voice in your head is speaking, not deep speech, but something that like the precursor to deep speech, to where some of the words are recognizable to you, but most of them aren't. But the impression you get is just a hunger and a desire for this power, like a very primal need for it is impressed upon you. And I need you to make a wisdom save throw.
Oh, fuck. Not wisdom.
Wisdom, baby.
Oh, fuck.
This compulsion takes full control of you. And black tentacles wrap themselves around your limbs, almost puppeteering you as you're forced to reach for the Mytrite in Orin's hand. And just as you're about to snatch it from him, he succeeds in resurrecting his friend, and the crystal becomes discharged. And as he turns to look at you, the tentacles quickly retract and withdraw, and you are in control of yourself again.
I just kind of like dazed a bit.
Yeah. So back up to the other scene. You both have successfully restrained, and held the two knights, and are able to free and usher out the remaining refugees, where they make their way out to like the main courtyard with a cluster of other individuals that have survived, maybe 1 or 2 dozen from the few hundred that had once dwelled here. And you are free to do with the 2 soldiers as you wish.
I think I go up.
As they are helpless.
I think I go up to the one who was holding the daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I grab him by his throat.
I
lift
gonna
him
scream,
off
wait.
the ground. I look at you
It's
and I
gonna do the
you.
same.
I'm not listening. At this moment in time, and I just skewer him on the spear, and I stare him dead in the eyes while I'm doing that.
As before he dies, but after he's been skewered, he manages to wrestle free from the magic that is controlling him, and uses the last bits of life force he has to spit in your face before the life fades from his eyes.
I bite out his tongue.
Oh. 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 I'm thankful
right.
Thaddeus is not there to see that shit.
Yes, Elliot.
Okay, so Galvis also goes up to the other one.
Bites out his
grabs him
tongue.
also by the throat. Also goes for the throat. But instead, he doesn't do anything. He just squeezes it a little and says, "Tell me right now where you keep the others."
Just like he's still mostly restrained by the magic, but he manages to, as you have him grot, he like drops the sword and just like manages to bring his hands up. And he's just like, I'll tell you anything you want to know. Just please. Please.
Alright, then answer the fucking question.
Where's Sue?
Are there others? Are there others from the camp that survived that you're keeping somewhere?
No. They.
Then where the fuck are you from?
I don't. We're just soldiers. We're just following orders.
Who told you about this place?
Our commander. We received information, but he wouldn't tell us.
What's the name of your commander? I need a name.
I think that's who we killed.
He's just like choking on his tongue.
Okay,
But he manages to get a name out, which I have it in my notes somewhere. But you recognize it as the name of the individual on the road you killed with the Mytrite. Yes.
Aoife looks to Una, who had kind of been squirreling away, not quite hiding during the battle, but just kind of assessing as Una returns to the group. And they look at Una, and they look at the corpse of the soldier. Dinner time. And Una just starts picking away at where May ripped out that guy's tongue.
She May still
It's
has the
white
tongue.
fur.
The tongue is still in May's mouth. To
Yeah,
clarify.
no, like the stump of it, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's white fur. Now absolutely covered in blood.
Elliot.
And Calvis just glances at May and just does a little, as a hint to restrict the guy, like permanently with rope or whatever. And then
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't resist like as at all as you to try to tie him up. This individual actually has like a really, I think it's important to point out, a different attitude, so to speak, than a lot of the other soldiers you've encountered, whereas a lot of them have been like very sadistic individuals that, you know, like it clearly enjoy what they're doing. This very much seems to be someone that was like maybe even impressed into serving in the army rather than being like someone who volunteered. He clearly cares more about his life than any sort of like oath or you know, mission or orders.
do you know where your commander got their hints from? There's some kind of spy among us.
I'm assuming you're not choking him out anymore.
Just a little bit, just for
a little
fun.
bit. Just like,
Because he's angry. He's angry.
it was someone here in the camp. That's all I know.
Someone
here. Maybe some of the others would know exactly who, but I don't.
Are there any other base camps near besides the one that we went to? I don't know what's called again.
Like just camp setup?
Yeah,
No,
or main
most of the other patrols, from what he tells you, basically are based out of like the nearby cities, and they very rarely like bother about coming this far north. Like, from what he tells you, and this is based off of the limited knowledge he has, it's basically just there was only soldiers this far north with like a camp like this because they'd been preparing for some time to raid the refuge. Like they've known about the camp for a while and have been preparing to, like find out information and attack. Yes, Chloe.
I think Aoife would let Una chow down. But then they look up at the guy that's talking freely, that's not been skewered. And I would like to impress that even though she's not in like monster form anymore, she's still probably towering over this guy.
Yeah.
And he can probably, like, I don't know how to say it properly, but you can, when you're like dealing with like fresh meat and you can like smell the blood and stuff like that, you can definitely still smell blood and viscera. It's not nice.
Yeah.
As Aoife kind of crouches down to eye level, unsettlingly not blinking. What do you do with the people you take?
I don't.
The
I
ones
don't
who can
know.
use magic.
All they tell us is that they tell us different things. At first, it was just that the king needed use of their talents in order to repair the capital from the comet that struck almost half a century ago. But that's listen, I've never been to the capital. For what I understand, that didn't take long at all. And then other explanations are just that they're too dangerous to be left out and about, without any sort of supervision or anything. And then I've also been told that I'm just better off not knowing. So I'm sorry. I really don't know exactly what happens.
Seem like someone who quite reluctant to take up this job.
When the war started, almost everyone, Ganita, we were all, it was seen as an honor, a duty to serve for most. But as the war continued on, and those of us that were too young to sign up when the war first started, we were more reluctant. And then in the ending years of the war, when our forces were spread so far out, they started drafting people in, and it was either this or I don't know. I've heard of very bad things happening to people who refuse to fight for the king. We'll go Lukas, then Elliot.
Calver's just gonna leave.
Okay.
Like, find someplace quiet to sit.
Yeah, you can make your way back over here. Thaddeus, were you headed back up over to where everyone else was?
I guess when Calver walks off to go by himself, he'll probably meet Thaddeus on the way.
Okay, gotcha. Oren's still kind of going about getting all of his revivifying his buddies. At this point, he'll have made his way over to here.
If Calver is not like engaging in conversation, then Thaddeus will follow Oren.
Okay, gotcha. Elliot.
Elvis will lift his sunglasses. And one can see that his eyes, which are glowing bright yellow,
Mhm.
now turning bright red.
Ooh.
And he says, fairly calmly to the guy, "What's your name?"
Um, you're. You, I'm sorry. You look like you're Faye. I don't feel comfortable. I'm sorry. I've just heard so many stories about the
Answer the
Fae.
question.
She says,
May at this moment in time chooses to spit the tongue out.
He definitely like recoils when he sees it.
I'm still holding him.
Yeah, but you know, like it tries to.
I'm back.
You know. My name's Leaf.
Nice to meet you, Leaf. How bad do you want to stay alive?
Very badly.
You want to switch sides?
Do I have a choice?
No, you don't.
There's always a choice.
According to her, there is, so just know what's coming.
Just be mindful. We're being very kind right now. You had a blade to that woman's throat less than 5 minutes ago. I don't care if you were drafted or not.
I just want to go home.
You wanna go
I have a.
Do you have
Please,
kids?
I have a daughter I've never met.
Alright, but you'll help us out first.
Yes,
He gives him a wink.
Please, I didn't hurt any children. Never children.
You were
Don't
quite
give a
happy to let
fuck
that
about
happen.
children.
Listen, I understand that my people have done horrible things. But I'm just one person trying to get by.
As are we.
All
But
right.
we didn't decide to join an army that's against everybody else.
Oh, hello, Thaddeus.
Hi.
He was drafted apparently.
Hi.
Hi. How you doing?
He was drafted.
Yeah, like I don't know, forced. That's what drafted is. She turns to the guy. That's
Yes.
what drafted means, isn't it?
Yeah, yes, I was
Yeah.
randomly selected from the population that had volunteered and forced to serve under threat of violence and bad things happening to me and my family.
So instead, you tore apart other families.
I've
Makes you do crazy.
I'm just trying to take care of me and mine.
Anyways, you have
All
a
right.
choice right now. Help us out.
I
the
don't
other
know
thing.
how much help I can be.
You can
but
start by helping the wounded.
um
Currently you're bound
that-
up, I'm aware. We'll get someone to watch you.
okay, of course.
You've got something to prove, boy. Welcome to the team. He just pushes him away.
I'll like cut off the restraints and I'll
Mhm.
walk behind him as he goes through.
Gotcha.
Sure, that's a wise idea.
I'll watch him.
Okay.
Aoife looks
Doing
at
all right,
Luna.
Thaddeus?
Hmm?
Sorry, I interrupted Chloe.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
Just said, you're all right, Thaddeus. You're looking a bit crispy.
I am a bit burnt, not gonna lie. I had a run-in with a suicidal mage, so things got a bit crazy.
Can I cool you down a bit?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Because he'll just put his hand, and it's almost like, you know, when what happens when cold touches heat and there's just a bit of smoke coming off.
Oh Christ!
Yeah, it just fizzles.
It's bloody cold. Oh my!
I'm gonna give you 10 of my heal. Hands-on healing. What's it called again?
Lay
Lay
on
on
hands.
hands.
Lay on hands.
Well, that's kind of nice, actually.
Don't worry about it. My pleasure.
Yeah.
Right. So we can kind of segue through what happens in the aftermath. But
Roll credits.
Great campaign, everybody.
So Arid is able to successfully restore to life his comrades, his soldiers, but beyond that, he doesn't really have much means to resurrect anyone else. Collectively, you all start to see to the wounded, which most of the refugees that lived are in pretty good shape. No one has any life-threatening wounds, although they are all very, very rattled. You spend some time doing the best you can for a burial for so many bodies. I will say you are more respectful with the refugees, whereas the soldiers' bodies probably all just get thrown on a pyre. Yes.
Is there any loot? I'm specifically looking for a ranged weapon.
There's the crossbows that most of
I'll
the
take a crossbow.
soldiers
Thank
have.
you very much.
I also take a crossbow.
Yes, anyone who wants.
I
You
don't
get
have
a
any
crossbow,
range
and
shit.
you get a crossbow, and you get a crossbow.
Look under your seats.
Thank you.
There's a crossbow.
You all spend a bit of time putting out the fire on the tree, and once you've cleaned up the best you can within the span of a couple of hours, and getting the refugees settled and fed, around this time, the individuals that were getting the supplies from the camp start arriving, with like some carts being pulled by the few horses you all have and that you were able to take from the soldier camp. Food is not an issue anymore, in combination of all of the supplies you're looking for the camp and the substantially lower amount of mouths to feed.
Oh god.
However,
Silver lining.
Once things are settled, Orin calls you all into a bit of a conference with him alongside Hastel, the one dwarven soldier that lived through everything. Whose token am I missing? Oh, there's Aoife. Well, the rest get some rest as Calvert knows from experience. Dying and bringing back to life is a very taxing experience. You secure Leaf, your prisoner, for the night as well. You are all able to find a bit of gold on the soldiers. The mages had maybe 30 or 40 pieces of Mytrite on them that could be distributed amongst everyone. I'll say what's a number that divides even? Nice and even to be 5. I'll say 35 pieces, so everyone can get 7.
Nice. That's
and as you all discuss with Orin and his companion, the question he poses before you all is, well, what do we do now? Clearly, this place isn't safe or hidden anymore.
No. I think it's time
Honestly,
to
what do we
relocate.
have to hide?
Is there any? Yeah.
I mean, there's a village up there that's not being used.
Oh yeah, let's move like half a day's north.
uh,
It will be so hard to find.
Undir will pipe in. Just I'm pretty sure it's on fire.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Orin kind of speaks up, talking. I never would have considered it with the numbers we had before, but with the size of the group now, we might be able to make it back to my homelands.
Whereabouts is that?
Bergendel, the dwarven ruled kingdom, lies to the east. They have the one fortress still on the mainland, Orin's Fist, that y'all would be aware of, but the bulk of their territory is on the islands off the coast. And those are, as far as anyone knows news-wise, those have been pretty much untouched in the war, as dwarven naval superiority has fended off any attempts by the Ingwanite Empire to invade their homeland.
Impressive.
I think, in terms of safety, that might be a good place to start. Not necessarily be ransacked like the rest of the place seems.
No. We haven't had direct contact with any other of our forces for quite some time, but last we heard, and no news from anyone entering the camp says otherwise. It seems for the most part like the enemy has ceased their attempts to invade the islands.
How safe is this route, to your knowledge?
Not very. We would have to go either into or past Sunazerdu in order to find either a boat to take us or to try to make it all the way to Orin's Fist.
Honestly, at this point, we have nothing to lose. Except for our lives, of course, but let's not talk about that.
That's not anything new.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something I prefer to keep intact, to be honest.
True, but if we stay here, we might lose it anyway.
Oh yeah, I mean, staying here is not really on the cards, to be honest. Kind of stinks like death.
Yeah.
Aye.
And I'd like to put some of the stuff that I've seen here in my rearview mirror. And he just looks towards Aoife.
She's coming with us, you know that, right?
Yeah, but memories lie in places that you see, not necessarily people.
I'm sure.
I only wish we knew who it was that had betrayed us.
I'm sure we will find that out at some point.
Honestly, is there somebody missing? Is there someone you haven't seen in quite a while? Or is that someone maybe still alive?
Probably dead.
I honestly don't know. There were so many of the refugees, they were hard to keep track of their coming and going. There weren't enough of
Can I
us
make an
to
insight check?
properly.
Yeah, I want to join.
Against Orin?
I want to join
Yeah.
on that as well.
I want to insight.
Yeah.
As much as I love Orin with all my heart,
Yeah.
I don't trust.
I don't 100% it.
Could I insight his buddy that didn't die?
I mean, hasn't really said anything. You could try to get a
mean, like,
vibe
body
check off of him.
language stuff.
Yeah, hold on one second. Gotta pull up stat block again. Orin. You all. I mean, you don't really get any hint of him like dying or being untruthful. As he speaks to you, like from how the other dwarven soldiers, and even some of the refugees spoke about him in like the time you would have spent at the camp, you would know he's kind of famous, even as like across the whole Dwarven Empire as being a bit of a war hero. In the earlier days of the war, him and like the troops under his command were very pivotal in maintaining what land the dwarves still maintain on the mainland. Like he's a fairly high ranking officer. At one point, like his contingent of dwarves would have numbered in the hundreds, his soldiers at one point. They've just been cut off for so long that there's hardly any of them alive anymore. You would know that the reason he's out here is he was actually just before the collapse of the Dragonborn and Dragon-ruled empire, just before their collapse, him and his companies were sent on a mission to try to recapture some dwarven territory on the mainland. So he's like a real.
It's a really good insight check.
Like he's a war hero. I'm just giving some context as well. Like this isn't all from the insight check. This is just like based off of what you would already know about him and the vibe you're getting right now. Like the chances he's the traitor are slim to none. For Hastel, his companion, you will need to roll a separate check. Except for I think Lukas, you were initially wanting to check him.
Pretty low.
I mean, he seems like shaken up. Definitely, he's still kind of like calming down from the nerves of battle. Nothing would really indicate the reason that he stayed up was because he wasn't participating in the fight. I think a lot of it just has to do with like luck and timing and where he was in the fight. Like he was fighting alongside Orin when you got there. And Orin's a bit of a badass. So there's nothing to indicate that he's putting off weird vibes.
That's fair.
Right. I want to have a little rest, I guess, and head on.
Yes, that would be great. Sleep time.
Yeah, y'all can settle in for a long rest.
Before we go on a long rest, it doesn't need to be resolved like today. It could be resolved next session. But can I get the body?
If there's anything anyone else would like to do before we wrap up, we can handle that quickly. If not, I think we're gonna end it here.
Can we like scuttle off to somewhere where it doesn't smell like death?
Sure.
Or should I roll my d6 next session?
You can roll it next session. Yeah, Chloe.
Yeah, I'll go into this more next session, but I think after the Kinner group is dismissed, Aoife will go off on her own.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and that's where we're gonna end it here, everybody.
One thing.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Do it next session, but can I get the body of the guy, or could I have grabbed the body of the guy before he went on the pyre? The body of the person who was holding the blade to the child's throat, or was using
the one that the ferret's munching on.
Yeah. I want to grab that.
Yeah, we can do that next session. But yeah, cool. Just remind me. But yeah, that's where we're gonna end it for this week.
Oh, a big thank you to our dungeon master, Alex, if I can get it out, bloody hell. A very combat-heavy session, and he had so many different chess pieces to work with, and it was still really fun. So yeah, props to you.
All right, yeah, and a big thank you to all of our players, Lukas, Robyn, Chloe, Kieran, and Elliot, as always. It's really awesome seeing all these characters really start to develop and come to life.
If you would like to join us next week, we'll be streaming from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. UK time at twitch.tv/powerwordquest. I believe we're starting Drakenheim next week, which will be
Yes.
fun.
First session.
Yes. Ooh.
Maybe my character will dialect when never mind, it's Drakenheim.
You might. No. I think you'll be fine for the first few sessions. Don't worry.
Let's not jinx it.
Or you can find all previous episodes on YouTube at youtube.com/powerwordquests.
And we also have the campaign as an audio-only podcast. You can find us on Spotify and Google Play.
All right, that's it from us for this week. We'll see you next week when we embark on session 1 of Dungeons and Drakenheim.